What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And listen, guys, we got that Halo goodness on deck. You get what I'm saying? Yes, your boy Persona was definitely playing some Halo Infinite over the past week on PC, not on Xbox, on PC. And if you was watching my channel, I streamed it, even though the stream was terrible. But it was a fun time, right? Chopping it up with the fellas and getting people within the community to play. It was really cool. So this video here, guys, listen, man, I want to put my thoughts out there in terms of Halo Infinite. And obviously this is a beta. They're calling this a beta. This is a beta. I want to preface that this is not the full game. We know that the full game is going to be releasing December 8th in terms of the free-to-play multiplayer and also the campaign, right? But I did want to give my thoughts. This is like my first impressions, my thoughts. This is not a review. I definitely want to stress that this is not a review. This is just my thoughts on the game and my experience with playing the game, the combat, the guns, the maps, and the features, and some of the things that I experienced with Halo Infinite, right? So let's jump straight into it, right? I've got two good matches here. Now, the first match we did lose because my team was just, I ain't gonna lie, guys, my team just did, it was bad. But the second match that you'll see, it was a really good match. Even in both times, your boy loves the first person shooters, and y'all know this. Y'all know your boy is nice when it comes to the first person shooters. Y'all gonna see me do my thing in both of these matches, and I hope y'all enjoy. All right, so listen. Here's where I want to start. I want to start with the gunplay, right? Because I think when it comes to first-person shooters, right, gunplay is very, very important, right? If anything, I think it's the life bane of a successful first-person multiplayer game, right? If you've got good gunplay, when it comes to a first-person shooter, you have a very, very good shooter on your hands, right? Obviously, there are other things that go into that, but I want to start with the gunplay, right? So we know that Halo, Halo is a highly respected franchise out here, guys, right? This game has been around for since the start of Xbox, and probably even a little before that. But with Combat Evolved and whatnot, so Halo has it's seasoned. You get what I'm saying? Like, if there's a game that you think would do good gunplay, you would definitely think Halo, right? Now, listen. I got to be honest with you guys, right? Coming from like Call of Duty and playing a lot of COD, right? I had a bit of not a hard time, but I had to really readjust how I was playing Halo, because it's been a very long time since I've played Halo. Like, I played Halo 5 Guardians, right? I touched a little bit on that, but really played like Halo Super Hardcore. It has been a very, very, very long time. So I kind of had to reprogram my brain to be like, yo, this is not Call of Duty. This is Halo. So, you gotta conform, you gotta adjust, right? Which we definitely did. But when it comes to the gunplay, I do think the gunplay is good, right? There's definitely good gun engagements in this game. My biggest problem with the gunplay in Halo is more so the TTK. Now, a lot of people go, but Persona, TTK is supposed to take a lot. There's a lot of other guns on the map. I get that, right? I understand that. Like, you're gonna see I've been using not the battle rifle. I think it's the auto. I forget what they call it. It might be battle rifle, but I get that. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to some of the gun engagements that I was experiencing, although the gunplay is good and I do enjoy the gunplay very much, I do think when using the base gun that you start with, it took a little too many bullets. I'm shooting them in the head. Like, I'm very accurate when it comes to first person shooters. It took a little too many bullets to kill some of these dudes. And I'm like, hey guys, come on, man. Like, let's speed that up just a tad. Now, granted, you don't want the base weapon to be the strongest weapon in the game. Absolutely not. But I do think some of my kills or some of my one-on-one engagements, I walked away from it, especially when I died. I'm like, guys, I definitely should have won that, because I'm strafing, I'm jump shooting, and I'm all over the place, and I'm on them, and there's like 36 bullets in this gun, and I'm like, guys, what's going on? I was definitely having some of the kills that I was getting. I don't know if it's this match or the next match that you'll see, but some of the kills that I were getting, the pistol was actually a bit more accurate, but also a bit more effective. And I'm like, damn, I'm using this auto and like I'm on them, man. And it's like, yo, what's going on? But again, I think part of that was me having to conform. Now, like I said, I think the gunplay is definitely good, but I think some of the gun engagements and the time to kill with some of these with me kind of like strafing and I'm doing all of it and still having some problems. I'm like, all right. But like I said, I do think some of that was me having to conform and having to be like, okay, being able to move around, jump and shoot and all that stuff. I need to kind of adjust to how effective this gun is and also start paying attention to other weapons that spawn on the map, other weapons that are on the walls and things like that. Again, guys, that was me having to adjust. But even again, with just using base weapons, again, with the weapon that you're seeing on the screen, I do think this weapon could just take a few less bullets to kill. Right now, obviously, there was a couple of matches. I didn't record them here, but there were a couple of matches where like I was using a sniper, I was using the burst rifle and things like that, where I was mowing them down and definitely getting some good kills. Right. So I do understand that there are other much better weapons on the field. Right. I understand that 100%, but I do think that for the base weapon that you start out with, they could just make it a tad bit more effective in some gun engagements based upon what I experienced. Overall, though, I do think the gunplay is really cool. I do enjoy it. Movement is Halo, right? So, the movement, I'm not, I ain't gonna lie, again, this is a part of the adjustment period, but the movement with Call of Duty and how COD moves around, I was definitely expecting I definitely walked into this thinking, yo, man, I'm about to just be floating around the field. We all over the place, like how COD is. But again, guys, that was me having to adjust. And after I adjusted, it really was like, look, this is not the same game. You have to go into this with a different mindset, right? I'm constantly in my mind telling myself, this is not Call of Duty. This is not COD. This is not COD. And once I finally like adjusted, it was like, all right, cool. This is what it is, right? The movement is definitely, yes, you can run, right, which is cool. I do like how there is a run ability in here. I do think the run, like when you're moving, is obviously you're walking, that speed I really don't see like a huge issue. I think it's the running, right? I do think the running could be just a bit faster, right? Especially when you're trying to run away from somebody that's kind of shooting you in the back or something like that. I do feel like the run could just be a tad bit faster, just a touch, guys. Just a touch. But I do think the aim strafing, I do like the aim strafing in this game, and I do like the like jumping, because just for argument's sake, comparison's sake, excuse me, with Splitgate, right? Playing Splitgate and kind of like jump shotting and stuff like that. I thought the issue with Splitgate was that it was a little too floaty, right? But in Halo, jump shotting definitely felt more organic. It definitely felt more natural, and it didn't feel like if I was trying to jump shot just to kind of get the one up on an opponent, I didn't feel like I would be penalized for trying to jump shot, right? And as you see in this game, like I'm jump shotting all over the place. And I definitely think it was very good, very effective, right? So I do like that very, very much. But I do think that the run speed in Halo needs to be just a tad bit faster, guys. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be Halo. Absolutely not. I mean, excuse me, not Halo. I'm not saying that it needs to be Call of Duty levels of, you running 200 miles per hour top speed. But I do think it could just be a tad bit faster, right? But overall, outside of that, I do like the jump shotting, the movement and things like that. I do like the movement. I just wish that the run was a little bit faster, just a little bit. But overall, I think it's cool. I want to talk about the maps, right? Listen, guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember the names of the maps, and I ain't gonna cap like I do. I don't remember the names of the maps, but some of the maps, like, all right, so the big team map that we was on, I thought it was the same map, but it was different parts of the Halo ring map or whatever, right? That map, I don't really like big team. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I wasn't really feeling that mode just because the type of shooter that I am, guys, I am a boots on the ground shooter. Like, I've always been that way. And I think that's part of why, like, Battlefield doesn't really will never really resonate with me like Call of Duty does. Just because, you know, Call of Duty is very boots on the ground. You know, it don't really got like all these vehicles and all this crazy stuff. It's very boots on the ground. It's very like, yo, this is all out war, but it's war on the ground and that's it. With big team battle with Halo, I don't really like that because, you know, it's all these vehicles and all this like I don't really like that. Like for me personally, how I like to play shooters, I don't really like all that stuff just because I think that stuff is just all over. Like I don't need that. I don't want that. Like I feel like that kind of throws off my enjoyment of a shooter, having to also worry about these vehicles and having to. I don't like that, right? But in terms of the big team map, I wasn't really feeling that map. Again, it might have just been because of the vehicles, but I think also the size of that map and getting around it kind of just, I felt like I kept getting stuck on all these different rocks, right? But the quick play maps, right? There was like this village map. There was this map that you just saw in this match. There was also another map. Guys, I forgot the names of the maps. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I enjoyed the quick play match, like this map here that we're seeing in this match right here. I enjoyed the quick play maps very, very much. I definitely thought that those quick play maps were definitely much more enjoyable, much more smaller engagement, you know, engagement heavy. Like, you know, you're definitely going to have really good engagements in these maps, right? So I did enjoy the maps very much in terms of quick play. Now, the only issue I had in terms of the actual modes themselves is you can't really choose what modes you want to play. It's quick play, there's big team, and then there's ranked arena. Now, quick play has like oddball, capture the flag, and Slayer. Big team is capture the flag and Slayer from what I've played in, and I didn't touch arena, so I can't really speak to what other modes might be in there. But my whole thing is, you know, I don't like when developers try to conform you to play specific modes, because maybe if they were to separate out the modes, one mode might not get enough play time or whatever the case may be. I really don't like that. You feel me? Like in this game, I'm trying to just really play Slayer, which is like a team deathmatch type mode. I'm really trying to just play that, right? Oddball was cool, but again, when it comes to these online shooters in today's time, and maybe back in the day, you know, playing like, you know, capture the flag or something like oddball, you know, that's cool or whatever. But when you're playing with randoms or things like that, having to depend on the team to also be effective in an objective based mode is it can be a nightmare sometimes, because they're not focused on the objectives. They're focused on getting kills, or they're not, like, you know, set up properly to where they can actually be effective and really, you know, do what they got to do. So that's why I normally just stick to TDMs or, like, you know, kill confirmed, domination sometimes as well. But you know, with the quick play and the modes in this game, I definitely thought there was an issue with how they with like how it was all kind of condensed to like just a quick play mode. In the future, I would definitely like for them to separate that out, or kind of make it to where it's like a Slayer mode, like Slayer big team or Slayer quick play or something like that, where it's a little bit more separated out, just so that, you know, I really just want to play the fun modes. You get what I'm saying? But listen, guys, all in all, man, I definitely think it was a cool experience from what I've played. I do like it. I like the guns. I like some of that stuff. And you know, again, this is just my impressions. Overall, I think it's cool. And you know, I'm definitely gonna play a lot more just to kind of see if it's something that'll stick with me for quite a while. But yo, man, these are my impressions, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, man, I'll see you guys later. We out. Peace.